Got a new hat, guys. Hope you like it. So I'm on my way to the sports store. I have the idea of buying a new bike. So I have already one bike, but it is rather big to take it to Moscow. I have the idea of going to Moscow with my bike. As you know, to take a big bike, it is, well, that is a nightmare. That is why I decided just, maybe I can buy a small bike. In Russian that is skladной велосипед, so it looks like a bike for kids. So I'm sure that I will be very, how to say, my look on this bike will be rather stupid, but that is the only way how I can get to Moscow with the bike. So I can't take my big bike with me. That is why I decided to buy a small folded bike and go to Moscow during the summer period as often as possible, because on foot that is almost impossible to show you Moscow. I have a subscriber. I'm afraid to pronounce his name in the wrong way, Normand. So he asked me to show a little bit more of Moscow because he is very disappointed that I show you only Red Square and 500 meters around Red Square. To go by car, so you know we have very intense traffic and I cannot film and drive a car at the same time. And besides, we have big problems with parking in the center of Moscow especially, and the parking is very expensive. That is why I decided to buy a bike and go with the bike. Today is incredibly hot, about 32 degrees and very sunny. So guys, I decided to go to the nearest sports store where we can buy bicycles. I'm not sure whether I have already shown you the store or not, so if it will be possible to film today, so I will film a small episode for you. I want, well, a small folded bike that I can put in a bag and travel with it by metro, by train. So if the weather is bad, I can put my bike into the bag and take metro and return back home. So I hope that it will be a good solution. Or maybe not, I'm not sure. So write in comments what you think about this. So it will give me the opportunity to travel not only around the center of Moscow, but also I may go to some parks and film episodes there, because without bicycle it is rather difficult. The parks are very big. Also, I can rent a bike in Moscow, but, well, honestly speaking, I do not like the system of renting bikes. In my opinion, it is very complicated. You must have some application on your mobile phone, so the system is rather difficult for me. And I will be constantly nervous whether I have paid or did not. So I will be very nervous if I paid correctly or not. So I also do not know how to return such bikes. For me that is difficult. Maybe for other Muscovites and tourists that's okay, but for me that system is rather complicated. Let's go to the store and have a look at what we have here. Also I think that we shall go to Moscow and try to find some store where they have a big variety of bikes, and maybe we can buy a bike in Moscow. I think that I am ready to pay about 500 American dollars for such a bike, so about 30,000 rubles. Of course, it is possible to buy more expensive bikes, but I do not see why I should have such an expensive bike. So I think that the bike of the middle price for 30,000 rubles, that will be okay for me at the moment. Today is very hot. In the morning we went to Dacia with Sheffield. He swam in the pond, was pretty happy, and now he's suffering at home because well, it's incredibly hot today. In the morning I wanted to go to Moscow to film some episodes for you, but then I changed my mind. You always ask me to show myself more in the videos, but well, people look at me like at a stupid idiot because I go with my camera and talk with you. They think that I'm a very strange person on the streets of a small Russian town. I want something like that. Whew, the sun disappeared behind the cloud. Incredibly hot. We are in the center of Fryazino, that is Prospect Mira, the main street here. It goes through the whole city. Let's run. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Yeah, I'm lucky. Whew. The small street market and vegetable market or farmers market, I don't know how you call it. I want with such small wheels. Today I won't buy anything, of course, because, well, I can only choose the color of the bike and the size of wheels and all the technical characteristics. So I must consult with Alex because he understands in it. Where is the sports shop? Yeah, it is here. It is here. I want to show you the place where I love to relax after a bike tour. Bike tour that is so cold. So a small trip by bike. That is my bike and that is my bench. Love to sit here because here I will show you a wonderful view. Over there is supposed to be a small waterfall, but it doesn't work, so that is great because there is no noise of water. I do not like the noise of waterfall. So in general here is very wonderful. Plus 21 today, the 21st of June. That is the territory of our local sports center, Ringblom.